started. Alright, so let's see. We got put some music on in a second here. Fortunately, I already got some nice noise. I don't know if you could see right now, but I basically ever since I released my comparison video, just kind of I literally just walked into some random spots in the level and just said, "All right, I'll just do one here," and then just did like a before and after. Just trying to get like some spots in some areas that like stood out, like that didn't even have textures, and now they do. Um, but yeah, so and I basically just converted everything to PBR, just, in that video. And then I wasn't really showcasing like every weapon or anything. I was just kind of showing the level mainly, and kind of like within, just random parts of the mission. Uh, but I just wanted to give a good idea. So because a lot of people don't watch streams, they kind of just watch the videos. So a lot more people, of course, watched that video. I think it hit like 25,000 views so far, and I'm just like, man, only if they none of those people watch my stream though, because like none of them even knew it existed. But whatever, it's fine. For the people that do come and hang out, I don't think there's really much people here now, but either way, it's like it's really cool that you guys do that. But in the meantime, just since that video posted over like the week, I been looking at stuff that I could fix up and get ready to release this. And I guess this will probably be out next weekend. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to do it. I could technically release it like almost now, but like I mean it's an alpha. I could still change things later, and I probably will change some things, like a few of the top things that like are needed to change. And then there's other things like the weapons, the characters. Those are in every level, so I didn't want to like go all in on the first level with weapons and characters. So like anything that's like the whole like one of the major points of this mod is I want it to like all the weapons and characters to look modern but classic. So the thing is I'm making a tag set. So this tag set could be used for mods for more of my mods. I'll just release it too, so eventually other people could use it for their mods. And then those maps they make their mods for, like they could look really nice, and just like the tags, and they could almost look like Halo Infinite or something. So like obviously like some of these tags are gonna look a little too nice for Halo Infinite even after all the changes I make. Or I mean, sorry, too nice for Halo 4 even after all the changes I make, which is fine. But like I just kind of like wanted a that's why I decided to do PBR and like any textures that would truly benefit. So anything that's metallic or just like like it has that kind of like look that like stuff like terrain doesn't really change much when I try the PBR stuff, especially with the terrain textures. Those are set up so differently since they have blend maps. So I'll probably skip the terrain and just do like any of the structures that are like in the maps that besides that. um so yeah, that's kind of like what I'll do with that. And the reason I was doing that again is to try to kind of bring like making all those, even though they're still low poly Halo 4 objects, at least they're PBR. At least they will kind of stand a little out, with the assets better. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the idea between that, and also like once it's probably hard to see in video. Like I think Mint Blitz was saying like some areas still had no textures, and I'm like, well, any areas that didn't have textures in retail Halo 4, I replaced with textures, and some of the textures that in general are just really plain. Like I could add grunge maps to all of them, but like I don't know. That's just so much extra nonsense. I don't know. I don't really care that much about the campaign, to be honest. I want to just get it done, in the next year, hopefully, but who knows. And I want to work on other more custom shit. But in the meantime, I've been working on the most requested features for this mod. So in this clip you see right here, probably looks a little blown out because it's like in the middle of a explosion. But so the things I've been focusing on this week before I release this alpha were the top requests for the video. In the comments, people requesting Like, almost 90% maybe of the comments are completely positive and really awesome, and makes me happy because all that means is like I have less work to do now. Like it's, you know what I mean. Like, obviously, not everyone's ever gonna be happy. You know what I mean. But like, and so no matter how perfect it is, like there's always gonna be like a portion of the people putting their own preferences. Um, but the thing is, it's been overwhelmingly positive. But there has been a few things that have been overwhelmingly complained about too, which isn't bad. Like again, I wanted the feedback. I wanted the good and the bad. So because the good's important too. I want to know what I really should keep. Or if I, usually it's stuff I already agree with, but that helps. Uh, but the things I've been focusing on, I desaturated the covenant 25 to 15 to 25% based off of what they were set up like. So it didn't do as much as I thought, but it did kind of bring them in a little bit. I actually want saturated covenant. A lot of people have pointed out they look jarring, being too bright and saturated, which I agree they do. But I was like, dude, these are like old floating human structure in space, an alien futuristic, like they're not, they've been like keeping up with their shit, they're coming in, like I don't think like the covenant should look like they shouldn't blend in with the human stuff very well, in my opinion. I just don't like that idea. I liked in Halo CE how they like looked like aliens and they like had really shiny and color and saturated armor. If anything, like I want to go find that video clip of the people that originally designed the Covenant saying how important that was to their design, and it kind of lost it. But I guess no one really agreed with that. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna kind of balance them out a little better, just so maybe just for the ones that maybe some people just thought they were more blown out, meaning like when I say blown out, just like pushed too far, you know what I mean? Like saturated is good, but maybe not too. You can, no matter what it is, you can have too much of something, you know what I mean? So like I did agree, like okay, I'm gonna try to balance them. So I did bring them down, which I might bring them down again, but we'll see about that. So and I also created the nuke explosion, as you see here. That's what you see there, right? So a lot of people are saying the explosion sucks. I mean, all I did is make them better colors. I didn't really add any extra ones, but I did add a thrust to the rocket launcher, or to the missile. I mean, the missile, if you noticed, it never thrusted. It just went, and then like it had no animation. Or I actually added one so that it goes like a real rocket would. Like I mean, whatever. Like I don't know if a real rocket would do it like that either, but at least it makes sense. It's crazy now because like ever since this game was made, we have like real rockets to reference from in real life that can just lift off like that. Like it's kind of crazy to think about. Um, but yeah, so there was the other thing. So the biggest complaints were saturated coveys, nuke explosion, or the explosion on the on that, and the next thing was the plasma pistol. People hate the Halo 5 shit. And the only reason why I kept it is because it's in the range of quality I need, while Halo 2A isn't. So I'm putting it back, the Halo 2A one back as a placeholder. I'm going to put the campaign evolved one. It's the same thing, just higher quality, and it's more CE like anyways. So I'm going to be putting that campaign evolved CE plasma pistol in 2 months. Whenever the game comes out. It seems like it's still coming out in 2 months. Like all these things in the database, they haven't changed or anything. So, from what I understand, um, and then yeah, you got balance. Okay, I changed the beacon lighting a little up. I kind of brought it a little brighter out. I don't know. I might change it back. Let me know. Let me know how you like the lighting in this scenario in this area. In a second. Um, and then also there's still some there were still some like there were still some like logos and stuff I forgot to swap out, which people pointed out, which I'm glad they did because I kind of forgot. I was saving decals since I didn't really need a PBR decal. It's a little different the way the materials are since they overlay stuff, and they're just like like there's usually just painted stuff, texture looking textures, so they don't really need PBR. So I decided with those I would just swap them out, and I do want to keep doing that. There might even be, I think there's even one out here I need to do, but okay, enough talking. I'm gonna put some music on after I show you this part, and then I could show you it again real quick. So that's kind of how it looks now. It is like a work in progress. It might be too much. Um, and I also like made these lasers like red. I don't know if that's like I just thought it would be good to like blend like okay wait why are those orange and then I was like originally I was like I kept putting in my head like the Didact's doing this the Didact's doing that and I'm like dude this planet is a big this is my take on this I'm not saying it's lore or whatever it's my idea and I'm going with it um I want the planet to be a big monitor you know what monitor goes aggro it turns red you know that everyone knows that in Halo so while it's scanning you it's going to be red you know what I mean once the Didact awakens and interacts everything will still be that orange color which I think fits the Didact honestly and I don't dislike the orange color I just always felt like red and blue you know just were just very like forerunner colors at least for the you know at least for the big orbs and then you can actually see his shield now, like his shield being affected. You know, before it was the same color as that effect. So I don't know. It might not. Maybe some people might not like how it looks as much. But I just wanted to make it more consistent. And then those doors, I don't know. I might adjust those doors. I just hate the textures on them.
Now can we worry about the giant?
But yeah. So I can let me like revert that. I'll play this part through one more time so you can see that from the beginning to the end and you know, I have this little thing that explains what the boss is like right here, by the way. I don't know if I showed this. Did I? Yeah, I did last stream. So it kind of just explains what the boss is like, so you know what's going on. Um, and, you know, speaking of this, like, I love this style gun, but I really wish there was a more higher quality version of this gun, because the model's alright, but the textures are bad, and I don't really have any way to bake any better ones. And honestly, even the model can get, like, a nice little upgrade. So I'm going to be keeping that in mind, you know. Does Halo CE have a sniper or beam rifle? I don't fucking remember. That's a... God, dude. Why can't I remember that?
The missile won't fire until it's clear.
What did they have for its sniper besides the human sniper? Damn, they should add that beam rifle to Halo's campaign Evolve. Alright, so... It's pretty easy on this difficulty, so I'm just gonna kill him. And again, I might still make the boss a real boss battle on earlier difficulties because he's pretty hard on like heroic and legendary. Like you can't really do what I just did at all. But on, like easy, you can just do what I just did. And like I probably will change that. I don't know. We'll see. I really could still do a lot to the boss. I just kind of gave up because nothing's working. I still think it's better than, like, nothing, though, you know what I mean? And I even thought about just making more flyable elites, you know, we'll probably have flyable elites in later space areas, but they're not really very spacey, so we'll see. Alright, and then let me just, like, AI erase all. Alright, so now we can see how this goes.
You did it! Get back!
Alright, here it goes. It might be too much, but it's alright so far. And you kind of want to like keep in mind like it's like at first I was trying to make the frigate or I mean the cruiser explosion more around the cruiser being exploded, but then I was like, wait, it's like a huge missile. It's like a nuke going off on it. So then I kind of said, okay, it's gonna start out with a nuke, and then then you'll see more explosions from the Covenant ship. It's cruiser, so it'll go from like that nuke explosion to blue. And that's kind of what it does. While you see this trash in the middle, I'm probably going to remove that. That's from Reach. I'm sure I've copied some of this shit from Reach. Since they had better explosions. And 3, I couldn't really relay as easily, since it's like a little too different particle-wise and effect-wise. But yeah, like I'm going to still tidy that up a little bit maybe, but since they just disappear. But yeah, I just thought that was a little bit nicer. But yeah, anyone watching though, let me know if you think is the lighting better or worse than before? Like, is it better being lighter, or is it worse being lighter? Like, I kind of liked how dark it was, but I don't know. Some people, I don't know if the people like that or not. Like, I saw a few people say they loved it, but then a few people were kind of saying, like the outside's a little too much, and it's like I don't know what that means. Like, what does too much mean? Why is the boss there? Why is this happen sometimes? Sometimes he like respawns back with his plasma pistols. Dude, that happens sometimes and I still have no clue why, bro.
He's using a gravity well to pull us inside the surface.
Well, this happens and I don't know why, man. Dude, I've only gotten this to happen like twice and like I was so confused. What is causing that? Did I like, maybe I like, accidentally try to, I could have, maybe I actually put like another squad out on accident.
Aft vehicle bay.
Bro.
Tagging the closest airlock. Go.
What? Is he gonna, like, what is he even doing? What the fuck is he doing? He's not even following the same zone as the last one. He doesn't even shoot me. I'm so confused. Like, I don't know. I have no clue why this dude's up here. Like, I have no clue. What the fuck? And he's not even aggroing me. Like, it's so weird, dude. The weirdest thing ever. Alright, I don't know. I don't know why. I literally have no clue. I might have to look to see if I, like, didn't leave something. Sorry that it's just... Sorry about the mess here. I've been so damn busy between school and this and stuff. And I had Reach open to kind of refer from. But yeah, let me play some music now in the background. Lower this out a little bit. Let's see. We got Drake. So I was like, I already had a playlist that had music, but there was like a random amount of songs that would still flag copyright, and I know Drake's doesn't. So like, and he also doesn't have flood music. So I was like, I'm just gonna use his. His is exactly what I was trying to make, anyways. Yes, it's called the particle rifle. It was cut sniper rifle. That was Slugman. Okay, yeah, I remember that. So there was nothing else. Dude, they should totally add a sniper rifle to Campaign Evolved. I know they said they were adding some new weapons like the energy sword, but they totally should bring a beam rifle in. Oh god, I would rock that model in the mod if they did. As long as it looked good. I don't really like how most beam rifles look. You know what I mean? Like the Halo Reach, whatever gun that was, and then the Halo 4 one, like I just don't really like those. like they don't look bad. I don't know. I just don't really like the idea of it. The Halo 3 beam rifle is the best version. Halo 2 obviously is where it came from, but like Halo 3 it's better. And then I don't know, I just liked it the most in Halo 3 for some reason. I don't remember why. It just stands out in my mind. Maybe it's because it's Halo 3. Halo 2 had the best model. I mean, I think Halo 2A, Halo 5's model is the best, but I think just in general it was the best in, like, I don't know, I guess it was the best in Halo 2 because it was like that's where it came from, but I don't know. I can't really say it was better in one of those games because it's, you know, so classic. They're honestly like the same kind of. So I don't. Either one's kind of great to me. But yeah, like, and then honestly, like the Halo 5 model is not bad. But it's just like I can't really make it look as good as it should be, I guess, unless I like really recreate it from scratch or someone. I mean, maybe I could. I don't know. I haven't been able to get the full textures because like every rip they have of it has like some parts missing, and then I had to just like make up some, essentially. So in this, what I was doing, it's a little loud. I don't know why it's so loud. So what I was doing, okay, so in this stream, again, I'm going to be, I don't really say this very much actually, but I'm just going to be updating some of these textures to be the old, you know, kind of the same bird in Halo Infinite. Because that bird's kind of like the Halo Reach one, or, you know, it just looks better. It doesn't look so like, I don't know. it's like they tried to make it so new age or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't. I just like how like that '90s and everything just looked classic, and it's like not too simple, but simple enough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They just do too much, I think, with the Halo 4 stuff. And even the word, it's like this little star shooting up, and I don't know. It's just I always just felt like it was a little too much. It just kind of looks like it's trying to appeal to like teenagers or something. I don't know. I say that, but like I was a kid and I thought the old style was peak, so I don't know. I don't know what the appeal is, to be honest. Maybe Call of Duty, like people. I'm just kidding. So yeah, and then also yeah, I might try to make the plasma pistol PBR as well, since it's like just a Halo 2A1 with some edits. But yeah, I mean, oh, let's see. I guess I should have opened Sapien. Damn, nothing's open. All right, so let me just extract this bitmap. Probably is already extracted, but whenever I did a batch extraction, it's like it doesn't extract the alpha, and I'm like, oh, cool, that's that's not good. So let me make sure I get the whole thing. Actually, make sure I remember the pathway. I'll bring it over here. There we go. Dude, oh my god. Tags, environment, shared textures. This one was easy though. Like, there's literally nothing in here I have to like work out of. I could just make like a fucking, you know. I'm just gonna black that out and put a bird in there. All right, human. FUD crash diffuse. All right, temp data. I see all these datas. I honestly like. Can I just delete all these folders on? I don't want to like mess something up, but like all these other language folders, I'm like, I don't really care. Like, they're not worth it. They're just. I hate having so many folders. I wish those could be put in like a subfolder for data. Yeah. All right, there's the one I'm replacing right here in the middle. All right. So we got that coming out, and then Let's close some of these. I don't need these anymore. Damn, let me delete these. These are just the clips I did when I made that video. They're just gonna be a huge waste of space in my hard drive at this point. Alright. Need Halo Reach open anymore. Alright, here is the transparency. Okay. Wow. Wow. Look how red that is. Versus like the way it imported, it's orange. What the fuck? I mean, I'm just gonna have to edit that. Cause that's crazy though. I wonder if it just turned orange from compression. Oh, imagine these all being red. That'd be weird. Before I edit that, I'm just gonna like do this part, but that is so crazy though. I guess I could keep the text. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Let me go into the Forward Unto Dawn folder. Maybe I could find like a texture for it that I can use. What's up, Tamika Clark? Hey, how are you doing today? You good? Hell yeah. Yeah, so I kind of just you can if you want. I don't know if you can reverse streams, right? But basically, if you wanted to see, I basically just was showing off that nuke explosion. And then all I said is I've since that video I posted that showed like a kind of comparison of the level of the first level I'm releasing. Basically, I reacted to the most overwhelming, like the most reoccurring feedback, or the most highly voted feedback, or whatever. So, which those things were the coveys being too saturated. There was no explosion really, in Halo 4, and where the cruiser was, and I added a nuke explosion so that it just actually. It looks way better now, in my opinion. I mean, my explosion maybe could need some work, but it's like it's like there really should have been one there, and I honestly think there's supposed to be, but like there wasn't, you know. Even in the scripts, there's like one there and it doesn't do anything. Maybe it's just not working right. Um, but yeah, and then people didn't like the plasma pistol, so people voted. I made a little poll, and like hundreds of people voted on it. And then besides the fact that everyone was saying they wanted the Halo 4, Halo 2A plasma pistol, if that was possible, you know, and I was like, I mean, I don't care. Like, I guess I can do that, because I think I'm gonna replace it anyways, the Campaign Evolved one, which is like the one they're wanting anyways. So the plasma pistol is basically Halo 2A now, and then I'm messing around with the lighting in the beacon area, which is the missile area. So, but yeah, I'm good though. I'm just replacing some of these like logos that with the the Halo Infinite style ones, so they just look more classic or cool or whatever the word is. Which maybe I'll probably keep that stuff on like in the Infinity, or some of the new stuff. Maybe I'll keep it on. But I should at least change it for all the Forward Unto Dawn. It is kind of weird how they like. I mean, I know it's only 4 years, but at least I'll have an explanation on why like some things look different. Like, I actually kind of like the. Oh shit! Is it using the same one? Like how this has both of them in there though. What texture is this from? That's kind of funny that it just has like. I'm pretty sure this is a Halo Infinite texture, but I think this is like they. I don't think they ended up using like that. Maybe they did. Maybe they did the same thing. Maybe they had like some stuff, like some of the stuff that I don't know. What is this? What you mean, mate? I'm just changing the logos for the UNSC. That's so weird though. I mean, for this for what I'm doing though, I'm just gonna pull this one out. But that is so weird. Let me actually just bring this into this image. Like I might replace the text if I find some better text, but honestly, like. Oh, that was just for the frigate. That's why, not for the Ford on Tadon. Let me go. I went to the wrong one. Oh wait, it makes that look so much lower than it really is. No. Hold on. Make sure it didn't like lower the resolution too. Did they? I don't know if it does. Oh, there's no bitmaps for that in here. Oh wait. Here's this, which maybe I can use. Okay, yeah, we got the old Forward Onto Dawn stuff, which I can just drag that into here. Maybe I can replace just the word with the one there, because it's like how it used to look. Maybe not. Maybe it'll look worse. We'll see. And then this. Right. So now. I'll just center it, I guess. I don't really remember exactly. I think that's fine. And then let me see how. I don't know if I can make those letters work good on here. And it's so damn small. I could try. Yeah. That's gonna look terrible. Because it's just so stretched and so old. Yeah, I'll just keep that part how it was. Not a fan of that text. It looks too like it's trying to be cool or something too much or something weird. You don't have to try so hard the way I see it. What is that? Like I think, Alright. Why does it still look like the edge is cut off on that thing? Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Oh, I'm the one that did that. God damn it. Copy. There we go. Let's do. There we go. Haha. What UNSC textures these for? The first level. I just already have these birds everywhere, like on the screens. And I just like the style. It looks kind of like the Halo 3 or Reach one or one of the classic styles. I think the Infinite one's like based off of it. I don't think it's an exact copy though or anything. I think it's just like the same setup. All right, let's just save this and re-import it, and then I can adjust the red bar so it's not like red. Environments. I'm just gonna bring this into a new folder. I've just been putting everything in this bitmap folder for the level of its. Can't he just call it diffuse? Alright, so wow, it's so annoying how that did that. Alright. So in a second, this thing up here should be that bird. And then these will probably turn red because of the source bitmap is red and somehow, so I'm gonna have to adjust this to look better. So let's go to bitmaps. Let's go to the folder. I just run the whole folder. Everything should be fine. This will change. Oh wait, I never swapped it out. And then here's the logo. Here we go, foot crash, new diffuse. Now, so far, let's see how it looks. Oh. I think it's because it's over here. God damn. Okay. I'm surprised that's not gonna end up somehow turning more red. I'm gonna change that color now since it's using that color everywhere. So now that it's not like all red. Go to. Well, I could just do Control U. So there's only one hue on here besides. So basically, if you just go into what is it doing? Goddamn. If you just go to the hue shift, you should be able to just get like. All right. Let's try this. Try 25. Might be a little too much, but I kind of like it almost yellow. But I hope there's other ones that don't have to match up to it. So let's try that again. Yep, you see that they turned to yellow, which I kind of like that. It's kind of like, hey, caution, hey, warning. I don't know. They just look like caution strips because they're like all over shit, but also like, you know, I think it's fine being that color. It's like, I don't know why a caution strip would be up there, obviously, since it's like, you know, but it matches all the other caution type shit. That's fine. And then I could even maybe import it with better settings. Maybe I can try that just to see if it'll improve it at all. Usually Force Pretty has better settings, but without making it like super uncompressed and super, you know, like a huge like a lot of these will take up a lot of memory. Like if things like the things that take up the most memory are bitmaps. Like one bitmap, like if you put like a 4K bitmap on something, it could be like the same size as the whole entire model it's for. So it's kind of like silly. That kind of helped, but I don't know, it didn't really help. Alright. Well, there's that. Try Mythic's Desert Blitz. Feeling the HUD is too complex and the models are too low poly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a reason why like I've been trying to focus like a lot of people kind of like, hey, I want the Halo 4 plasma pistol, and while I'm like, yeah, I like that model too. Like, it's a good model. And the problem is it's old. You know, if there's anything in Halo 2 in this game like mod that's Halo 2A or Halo 4, it's probably a placeholder, even though it's probably a great model. It's just kind of under the range that I want for this mod. Some people even complain about this AR, which is kind of making me sad, because this AR, like, it's like literally higher quality than any Halo Infinite asset. Like, if you just look at the detail and it actually has PBR, and it's literally the same setup as a Halo 3 AR. Like, if there was a Halo 3 AR in Infinite, it would look like this. Now, I will say the numbers are obviously Halo 3s and they're lower quality, but those are kind of a placeholder, to be honest. I made new ones and they just don't look as cool, you know, so I didn't use them. But that's, you know, I could still try to come up with something for those. God, I was looking to see if I could find the source versions so I could just, or if there was any higher quality versions from all these damn leaks. But dude, I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, I really like this. I don't know. Like, I've literally had like a Halo Wars AR that looked all right, but it was just I had to make the textures from scratch, and they're not amazing. And then the Halo 5 one actually kind of looks cool, but I just want at least this AR in the beginning. I might, you know, I'm not promising I'm sticking to that idea of like everything changing once the Infinity hits. Everyone's stuck on that idea because that's how it should have been. But I also feel like it should have just never had the Infinity or any Spartan 4s, or I also feel like Halo 4 and 5 should never have been. But unfortunately, they did. Unfortunately, they are, and they do exist, and I'm kind of just trying to make the best out of them. You know what I mean? But like, so it's like I guess I could kind of like still do something with that by having like I'm not gonna just put Halo 4 and 5 stuff when the Infinity hits, but I might do something like that. Maybe like have different guns. Because there are some weapons that are different, like the Bandit will show up then, the Halo 2 pistol shows up then, because it's like Oni style shit. Not just Halo 3 Marine style stuff, but there's like some Oni stuff in here that's kind of part of that Oni sandbox or whatever. And saving all that stuff for later because it just takes so much time. But no, I just love this fucking. And then people were even two people complained about the campaign evolved pistol, which I was like, what the fuck, man? Like after replacing the Halo 4 one with this thing, you're really gonna complain? I mean, obviously sometimes I could update the textures and make them look a little better, and because sometimes I'll think the textures look good, and then because they looked good when I made them, where I made them, but then I'll walk into a different lighting and be like, oh wait, it looks bad in this lighting. But like, I'm like, dude, I actually really like these. You know what I mean? These are like these aren't like old, and some it's funny, I even had a couple people just straight up think these are like literally that someone thinks this is the Halo 3 AR, like it's literally the one from Halo 3, and someone thinks this is literally the one from Halo CE, and I'm like, no, they're like, they look like them, but they're not them. Like, is that what he mean? But like at first I thought this person was just saying that's like the style they are, because that's what I refer to. Like that's what style they are. That's what they're like, remakes of those. You know what I mean? But like some people literally thought they were them, and I was like, they're like, those models look too old. I'm like, what? The literally two models that are actually higher fidelity than any of the Infinite assets that I have the mod look old? Are you kidding me? That makes no sense. Like they have higher poly, better textures. Honestly, like they aren't perfect yet though. I can still tweak things. You know what I mean? But that's just, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Trump also, he's basically added a shield to. Oh, sorry, I kind of went on a rant, but yeah, the Mythic's like, I like his work, but he likes to like kind of throw everything in the box, like no matter what it is, if like as long as it's something cool that he likes, which is cool. I'm not gonna bash on whatever people mod. Like I care less what you do. Obviously I'll have an opinion on it, but like I think he should. I don't know. I don't want to say like everyone should do what I'm doing, because like, but at the same time, like that's just what I think is obviously best. But I just think like he should find some sort of quality range, I guess, if that makes sense, so that it's. Because yeah, he has some stuff that looks like it's from Halo 2, and some stuff that looks like it's from Halo Infinite in the same mod, and that just doesn't work. And like he does, like some of the stuff he does is so like cool though. He I think he's like really good at like coming up with like ways to make the gameplay cooler, like adding more to characters, like the destruction of them, or like what they do when you kill them and how you can kill them. He's done a lot of stuff like that I haven't even touched on. Which I do want to add, like destructible backpacks to the grunts, hunters breaking apart and allowing to be mounted so that you can ride them and blow them up. I want hunter worms to come out of them, like in Campaign Evolved and in his mod. There's stuff like that I'm going to add eventually. But like at the same time, like, and then he has some cool stuff with like the plasma and the like whenever he shoots something with a carbine or a plasma pistol, I think too, maybe. Like it has that like lasting like burning effect, like it's like it's on you and it's just like burning, And I'm like, that is so fucking cool. That's what I've been wanting to add to it so much, Yeah, like I think that shit's like that's the type of shit I think is really cool. Like if he, I think that's what he's good at though. It's like finding cool ways to make certain things cool though. But yeah, like I do kind of agree though. Like it's just he has like some stuff in there that's just like what, like I don't know. Maybe it's just placeholder. Maybe it's just like what he had at the time. Because that's kind of how my mod was. Like there was a lot of shit that like I was like planning to do, and I just never got to. You know what I mean? But yeah. How many missions did I finish in Halo 4? Well, if you follow my streams and my videos, you would know that I'm working on this one. And that's why I'm always working on it. So obviously, I haven't finished any of them. Not to be an asshole, but I feel like if you like even like glance at my channel, you won't see me working on anything else. But yeah, like all the other missions, I'm not saying they're not worked on though. Like I did a lot of work on them. I still have a ton of other shit I need to do. You know what I mean? Like I've definitely taken breaks from this beginning and from the first training grounds level I made. And I definitely started working on other levels a little bit, but not like nearly as much. I like just like a month ago, I made everything PBR on this level. You know what I mean? So like I kind of like not a month ago. That was like 4 months ago at this point. But I ended up doing a whole bunch of other shit too. So yeah, like there's like a ton of shit that like I still need to do on all the other levels. Like I don't know if I don't know if I'll do as much work on the other levels though as this one, because like this one just like for example, like every surface could benefit from BBR just because it's all metal and that type of shit. You know what I mean? While like a lot of these other levels are mostly terrain, like outside and terrain, and I don't really think I'm gonna change much about terrain because the thing is like I don't know, maybe I don't think I'll have the time to replace the BSPs, but that's what I really want to do with the terrain in the levels. I just don't think I'll have time. So like, and the terrain doesn't benefit too much from being PBRified. I mean, maybe it does. I'll try it out. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, I don't know. I'll probably just do some artistic like changes. The biggest changes you'll see on the future levels, besides the UNSC shit, will change kind of like up, kind of like here. But like Forerunner stuff, I definitely want to do a pretty big overhaul on everything Forerunner that you see in the levels. I just want to make them look more like old and kind of like a little more grungy. I want all the illumination maps in Halo 4. They're kind of like this one where it's just a solid color. And I want to make it so at least the Forerunner ones, I want to make it so they all have illumination maps. If you go and look at any Bungie game, they never did solid color white line, or they never did like a blue line that was a solid color. If you actually look at them, they all had illumination maps that made them look like extremely complex and sophisticated, and in like patterns, and they just made them look really cool and like inside, but like like they just looked really good and like artistically they looked really good. I just feel like there's like all the Forerunner lights in Halo 4 are like Tron, where they're just like a solid color going across, and it just looks really bad. So I'm either gonna remove some lights or I'm gonna replace them with illumination maps somehow. Hopefully the UVs are good on those. If they're not, then I'll just have to like model my own ones and then like put them over them, if that makes sense. Which I think that'll look fine without being part of the BSP, since they're just illumination maps. The big penis mod. What the fuck? I'm just kidding. I think the Magnum animations need some adjustment. The Halo 4 just lacks a feeling of power like CE. No, I feel you, because like, especially when it's like shooting not fast, and it's like pew, 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 pew. And then if I can't use the Halo 2A ones because it's like that Halo 2 pistol that's also shooting fast. So like like I haven't been able to even start anything on animations, but I definitely want to once I get to animations. The thing is once I get to animations, it's like all I'll be doing almost. Anything that requires animations, like the fuel rod and the maybe beefing up this animation would be a good idea, like you said. But so after this alpha release though, I'm gonna be focusing on custom models for the mod, and I was gonna do custom models on the mod, but I need to make custom models for my portfolio, and the only way I could like not put my mod on like a year delay is by like basically making stuff that I can use in the mod. So like I basically like have to do that, otherwise like I'm just gonna have to go, personal shit, Um, but yeah, like I basically just need to build up my portfolio and just have more things that are made from scratch. Like if I show this in a portfolio, like I don't know if they'll be like, oh okay, but yeah, that does look good, but like that you didn't really create any textures from scratch though, or any of the models aren't from scratch. You just like adjusted everything to make it look better. Which there's devs that actually do shit like that, but like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just be that dude that just like mods. Like, I want to be like, I need a portfolio that screams developer. Like, I make things from scratch. Like, I am the person that made every. You know what I mean? I need to have stuff like that. So I'm gonna make the And honestly, the Prometheans look so bad, and there's the only way to make good ones, anyways, is to honestly just model them from scratch and just make my own. Like, there aren't any other replacements out there that are like that high quality. There's some that are like Halo 2 looking quality or something I've seen. And then there's like, I don't know, there's like some modified ones, but I just don't think I can even use the Halo 5 ones at this point. After like looking at them long enough, I'm like, like I just don't even think I can like salvage anything from them except for their animations and their rig. So I'm going to basically use the same rig and animations because, again, I don't have time to make all the new animations in the game. Maybe I can beef some of them up or fix, like the fuel rod. I can, like, use the old ones and, like, adjust them so that the Halo 5 one will work. And, again, I don't love the Halo 5 fuel rod. It's just the only one that's not, like, fucking old looking, to be honest. Like... Like, it's kind of crazy to think that, like, the Halo 2A one, like, was made in a 2010 video game, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, that's like 15, 16, going on almost 17 years ago that shit was made, you know what I mean? It's just old, and that's what sucks, is, like, maybe I can create a fuel rod from scratch, though. I don't want to make promises, there's, like, all this stuff takes extremely long amounts of time, and if you just, like, try to overdo everything, you'll never finish anything. And that's just the reality of it. That's why, like, honestly, this is the type of mod that would probably need, like, several people working on it. But I haven't had anyone that's been like, hey, man, like, I'll make these for your mod, and then you can just give me credit and it'll help them stand out. I'll be like, yeah. Like, that's why, like, using these models right now, they were just people that coincidentally were already doing this shit, and I was like, oh, can I use this? They're like, yeah. I'm like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, if someone else out there wants to create something that I can use in my mod, I'll use it, and you'll get credit, and then, obviously you can still do whatever you want with your models. But at least they'll be used, if someone does make them. I guess I'm gonna find some more birds to replace, Anyone? Okay, I think there's one at the very beginning of the mission. I also might update Chiefs textures again. I haven't looked at them in a long time, and honestly, I've learned so much since then. Like, they might not be set up as well as they could be, or something. Like, when it comes to PBR, the settings and stuff, and the way the bitmaps appear. I've gotten a lot better at, like, eyeballing how things should look. Oh shit! I just saw. Let me reread through these comments so I don't I kind of just glance at them and randomly read them lately. Also, he basically added shield to all grunts, which takes 4 shots to demark kill. Oh my god, hell no! I'm not against the idea of the white ultra grunt or whatever. Having a shield just to make it different. Because it's like, what's the point of the ranks if they all die from a headshot? Or maybe having like a helmet that pops off and then you can kill them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not against that for like the high tier one, right? Oh wait, let me turn on this light so you can see my beautiful face. But yeah, hell no, not on every grunt. But again, like, I don't think maybe making the ultra, like, I think ultra should. I mean, they obviously, like, in their character and their tags, they behave differently. So that's like the real, I think, reasoning behind the ranks, besides other settings, like, I don't know if they have different vitality or whatever. But that's what I was saying, like, I wouldn't mind it if, like, the highest rank was a little tougher. But like I feel like no matter how they behave, like if I can instantly headshot them, like it's kind of like they all kind of feel like the same rank to me, you know. I think the I already read that the big penis. Are you planning on porting other Halo weapon people would request for the mod? I mean, not like any new ones really. I mean, I don't know. Like it depends. Like you can request it, and if I agree with it, then yeah. But like, I'm not gonna do it like just because someone comes out of the the woodworks and they're like, "Hey, you should add this," because there's like thousands of people that are doing that. You know what I mean? That's why it's just like I kind of just I'm doing what I'm doing. But if there's like an overwhelming like amount of people saying something, it's probably true to an extent. Like or like not true, but like it's probably like I'm not very picky, right? I'm not like very picky on what's what, but at the same time, like there are some things like I really do like about the mod, specifically, but like that I probably will be harder to to change. But but like the plasma pistol, I actually really sorry, but I really like the Halo 5 plasma pistol. Sorry, I do. Like I don't think it looks like the classic one, but like I think I'm not a purist. I think it's terrible to have a mentality where you think something's perfect. You know what I mean? So like I think Halo 3, like okay, for example, all the updates to Halo 2's art style they did in Halo 3, I thought were great. I think his hands not being a fucking square or it was an amazing design change that they didn't explain at all in the lore, which they don't have to. I think it's dumb to try to say that it was nanobots. So like in Halo 2 to 3 they changed his armor and I think that was a perfect upgrade, right? But like, how am I supposed to say Halo 2 is perfect if they changed it to be better in Halo 3? Well, the same thing applies to Halo 3. Most of it's great. Most of it's like peak, but it doesn't mean it's. I don't think like anything's perfect. I think when it comes to Halo 4 and 5, I didn't like most of it, like 90% of it. But there are some things in it that I was just like, hey, actually, that's not too bad. Like that actually could work. I think maybe not like as the best thing, but it's still I feel like could work, And then in Infinite, like the only one of the only things they kept really was like that plasma pistol, and they changed it a little bit, but it's just like no one I didn't really see anyone complain about that, and honestly, it kind of just grew on me. I think, because it doesn't look overly complex or complicated like Halo 4 and 5 stuff would, and I don't know. Like, I just think I could see that being a Covenant weapon, I don't know. I could see it being like a newer one or something, or a different version, or, like, I don't know. I'm not saying, like, I think they both designs are really good. But that's why I was like, okay, I'll change it to the Halo 2A one, because I think they're both good. You know what I mean? And again, this is supposed to be a classic thing mod, but again, I'm not like a total purist where I'm like, hey, like everything classic is just better because it's classic. Like I think a lot like most of it was the best it could have been though, like design wise and art wise. Like I think Halo 3's whenever they designed Halo 2 and 3's Master Chief, like I know like they updated it like I was saying earlier, but like overall the design's the same, like they just like iterated on it a little bit. But like I think that's like the best design for Master Chief ever, and I don't think anything will ever top that. You know what I mean? I love how Halo Infinite kept it, but also like made him heavier and tankier. But at the same time, like I didn't like the color choices they had and shit. It's like some things about it were you know what I mean? But at the same time, I thought it was amazing still. Like, I think for 343, like, I was mind blown that they made something that looked that good, in my opinion. At least in that art style. For like, a long time, I didn't think they were capable of it, even if they got, like, new artists and stuff. I don't know. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think Halo 3, I think, had the best art. But, again, I just think there's, like, certain things from the other games that like weren't terrible. Like there are a lot of things that were though. Like there's some things I'm just like, what the fuck? Like what is that? Are you planning on? Let's see. Oh, have you considered unifying the ammo counter style? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing, kind of eventually. I just don't know. I kind of want all the okay, like I don't mind the idea of Unicy having like visor or a visor OS type thing. So like, but at the same time, like I don't know if I'm going to totally go for that 100% because it is a little stale looking in Halo Infinite. Like it looks good, it just looks kind of like it could just be like maybe a little more character. I don't know. It just looks a little too corporate and too plain or or whatever the word is. I don't know. But yeah, like I definitely want to unify like the numbers on the Unicy stuff. Covey stuff is mainly just meters that you see visually. Like you have like a visual indicator of how much ammo's left besides your like HUD. Um, and then same with like Forerunner shit, I guess. I don't know if I'll ever replace the Forerunner's weapons with the Halo, like our their Halo 5 stuff right now. I don't know if I'll ever get past that, but we'll see. I just again, like I have to kind of start settling for certain things at this point because it's gonna take too long. But there's certain things that I really don't want to settle for, or certain things that I can gain, stuff from. Like if I don't know how long it'll take me to create new models from scratch, but like that's why I'm starting with like a couple things, like the Prometheans, and then I'm probably gonna do the Didax armor. Like, or because the thing is, it's like he talks too much in this fucking game, so like I can't replace his face because there's no way to do that. Really, I mean, I could kind of. There's like a method I think I can get to work, but basically like after re-importing him, I have to like transplant the face from the original one, onto it so that the animations work. Otherwise, it just won't work. So like, even if I made him a human, he would have no animations. So like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So that the whole, I think the whole thing is, it's like I could keep his helmet on the whole time, keep it mysterious. That's something I'm considering. The Forerunners, like, oh, like they look human, but are they? Like maybe like make them wear uh like just kind of like the old art of the Forerunners where they had like you couldn't they didn't have like faces, they had like armor or something on. Maybe I could just add like more classic styled armor, you know what I mean, where it just looks super classic Forerunner but you just never see their faces. I honestly might do that, and then if I do it that way, even though it kind of sucks because he has the Iron Man animation where he like all his armor flings to him and does all this cool shit, it'll just look really awkward in the cutscenes when nothing happens. You know what I mean? That's just like a whole bunch of pros and cons to like doing certain things. You know what I mean? It's hard to say what I should do when nothing is that straight of a shot. Nothing's just like you know. But luckily the Prometheans don't like talk or anything. So the Promethean Knights, I mean, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna replace the Knights, and then the little. I don't know. I might keep the flying little dudes as a constructor because that's what they are now, and I don't mind that. But I don't know. It depends how it matches the design of the new Prometheans. So I'll probably do something like that for them. And then the dogs. I don't know, man. Like it's so hard to say. There's so much parts of the campaign that like use them. Like I would have to find a replacement. So I might just make a model for the dogs too. Actually, just because like maybe like look like sentinel crawlers that are just happening. They just happen to be in the same shape and use the same animations. I don't. It's not the best idea, but like I just don't. Maybe like if I get good enough at making animations, then I'll make new ones. You know what I mean? So they're so that I could just outright replace them. I just don't know if I'll ever get there for this mod. Like I'm literally learning animation right now in college, but like it's for like visual effects, so I don't know how much I'll be able to put it in the mod. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't know about all that shit. I just can't tell you like what the future holds because I don't even know. But that's pretty much everything. I think let me restart this beginning real quick. I'm going to. Oh wait. There's. Okay, no, I remember. There is an old bird. Right now I'm replacing these old logos with like the more classic one. Um, but I need to find them all. There's one in the beginning on Cortana's like monitor, which is annoying because I'm like, why is there one on there? God damn it! I wish I could load all the zone sets at once. For some reason, it only. Maybe I could make it. Maybe I could set it up to do that. Because the old Halo games have an option, but I don't even know. Maybe I don't know where they set this stuff up to load certain ones at once, or maybe I just have to make one. Oh wait, maybe that's what I have to do. I think I just have to make a zone set that I don't use in the game that I could just use in Sapien, where everything's loaded at once. I think that would be fucking cool. I think it could handle it because it's on a PC though. The crawlers always reminded me of ants. Yeah, I could see that. It kind of seem like big dog ants or some shit. I like these screens really changed like the vibe up just from the screens being different. Whatever art style like they had on like the old ones, even though they're blurry as hell too, they just had this like extremely like ugh, it's too much. It's just too much going on with it. Like, and they just I don't know the color choices 343 used on Halo 4 and 5. I cannot stand. Like, God, dude, it's crazy what color can do to a game. What's back here? Oh, God. I'm just kidding. Alright, I don't really see anything I need to change. I'm just trying to, like, get everything on this, like, level of, that bird right there. I know there's one on the outside area, and then there's, like, one on the monitor. And hopefully changing that decal reflected on every other one, but I don't know. I also see that this thing's right here, which I wonder what that's from. I could probably just fish it out. Alright, let's change zone set to observatory. Huh. Is there anyone that's been like following my mod or like that's watched all my videos that isn't kind of just figuring out that stuff now? If is there anything that you think about it that like I could that you really think that stands out as something that you would like to see change? Like I'm just curious because honestly, like I don't again like I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm not saying I'll agree, but like sometimes like people point stuff out, and especially after I've heard someone point something out multiple times, I'll be like, yeah, it seems like a lot of people are saying this. Like sometimes it's just hard for me to like really like see certain things the same way, but at the same time, like sometimes I just I don't know overlook things too. Sometimes like when you work on something so long, you like it all starts to kind of look the same. Kind of want to change this. Is this that same bitmap? Yeah. So there's another one that says UNSC. I might change that UNSC on some stuff. I think it's right here too. Yeah. Doggy dog's making noises. Yeah, maybe I can look at. Look at that, or whatever's on. I wonder if this is the same one on these pipes. That would be nice if that's how it is. So easiest way to find that out is kind of like what I did here. I just bring the BSP into Blender, which it's like you can just import the BSP, which is cool because you're like, oh, why don't you just like import it and make some changes and export it and use those as the BSPs? Like, bro, believe me, like apparently there's still a ton of stuff you have to like fix up. But if that's not the case, if Crisp gets BSP porting, because even on Halo Reach they had to have like a whole bunch of people come together and fix the exported BSPs up, and then so that they're like 1-to-1 to the originals, and then they would import like without really any issues. Like they had to make that, and then they had to post a release for it. And I don't think anyone. I'm pretty sure they would have to do the same thing on here, where I could do that myself, but like, I'm already doing too much. You know what I mean? Like I don't really have time to do much more. So. Alright, so let's see. 10 crash. Observatory. On the right side of the screen, I'm just basically looking for the BSP. It's right here. And then what I'm doing is dragging and dropping it. And I honestly just do this to find what the lights are, what settings they are, where they are, and where and different textures to figure out like if I've done every texture, and if like I see a texture I'm like and I want to know what it is. It's easiest I know is just to like open it up in here and then find it, and then you can just click open in Halo tag, and then it'll open it up in here where I need it to open. Foundry is honestly extremely like useful and convenient. Like I love it. Oh shit. Like useful. All right, here we go. So these are like the actual BSPs in Halo 4. They're like basically they're just boxes with seams, which the seams are just like the holes in which they connect to the next box. So like I kind of want to make a level because it'd be pretty easy, and then this is all instant geo essentially, just like little pieces put together like a Forge map. All right, so UNSC decal sheet 001, open tag. Now it's opening it. There it is. All right. Okay, so this just has everything. Danger, Covenant. It says that. Dude, I don't know why. Whenever I feel like what's up, Sophie? Whenever I feel like they made this game, it just makes me feel like they're like had a bunch of dudes in there, and they were just kind of like, okay, so like this game's like the green guy. He's like the green dude, with the blue lady, and they fight the Covenant, right? And instead of before they actually had to like explain that they're just like had to explain why they're the Covenants are bad guys still or something, or still coming at us like this. I don't know, man. But if I guess I could do at least just replace this UNSC part. Maybe find that like more classic looking one. Even that one has that one. EP Soar can't get bitmaps to extract from builds yet. What the front door? Why can't you do it? It's so easy. All you have to do is slam your head against the computer and scream extract. And then it works. That's usually what I do. I'm just kidding. I swear, you know, like, I feel like technology was so basic when I was young. Shit, like, would actually work when you did stuff like that. Like, I remember, like, when I had the original Xbox when I was a kid, my disc tray just wouldn't fucking read my discs, like, anymore. And I just remember taking my Xbox and going, and then I was just, like, crying because I was a little kid, and I was obsessed with Halo 2. And then guess what happened? It started working. I'm like, oh, it started working. It just fucking worked after that. I was like, damn, dude, I just slammed my Xbox and it fixed it. Something was out of place, and then I think I just went back in place. But yeah, like, same thing, like, with my, like, cars, my old car I used to have. I would just, like, bang on the fucking radio, and then it would start working again. Basically, perfect to model BSPs, not BSPs models. Technology ain't made it like it used to be. Yeah, now everything's like a fragile motherboard that you have to fucking, like, make sure doesn't get any moisture or any static electricity, and you gotta, like, fondle it a little bit to make it happy. It's really needy, you know. You know, one thing I wanted to get rid of is whatever the fuck this fog is. Like, what is this fog up here? I couldn't find where that volume was. For the sake of my fucking life, I couldn't find it. So if anyone knows where this volume's located, let me know, because I just couldn't freaking find it and alter the settings. And it's just gonna stay like that forever. That's the type of shit Halo 4 did. That just made me confused. Like why? Why'd you do that? Why'd you make the fog up there? I don't know. They would just do the weirdest things. And then like half the rooms, if you look up, it would be like a blinding white light. Like, what is that? Like, what even is that? Like, you know, it's an artistic choice? Hell no. Like, it's like they want, like, the game to look like a concept art, where it's like in the concept art, like, it might look like that, but in the game, you gotta flesh that shit out, you know? You can't just make a fucking white wall that's, like, glowing, unless it actually makes sense. I don't know. Dude, some of the geo on this level is so ugly, like, look at this shit. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? You know, like, some things are genuinely, like, recoverable with PBR textures, like the way these weird-looking things look. Like, I was kind of looking at them. I was like, actually, you know, after the PBR textures, these things almost look like something, like, legit, almost. A little bit. They're a little weird, but I can kind of see what they were doing a little bit. You know what I mean? There's certain things that are like that, I guess. You know, don't look too crazy. Like, this looks like a little server stack thing. Okay, I can get behind that. You know, these just look like some old, even though they have, like, terrible normals and shit, or whatever the fuck that is, or terrible whatever. You know, I don't know, maybe, honestly, these are really ugly. But there's some things that I could kind of get behind, but then, like, there's some of the geo, I'm just like, holy fuck. It's like Halo 1 level geo right here. Like, putting, that's really brave that they did that. And, like, I even thought about replacing this bitmap to, like, something, like, flat. Maybe I should do that, but the problem is if I change this, it'll reflect on everything that's using that bitmap everywhere. And most likely it won't work out. And I would have to re-import it, the BSP, to get that to, like, be unique or, like, its own thing. And I don't think I have the capacity to, like, fix all the BSPs up. Oh, and then there's stuff like this, but this is literally in Halo 4. Like, Z fighting planes. It's like, god damn it. I really wish I had the time to fix all the PSPs up, and honestly, just actually redo them from scratch. This first level, I would completely change so that it makes sense. I would honestly have to redo the whole entire level and like literally get rid of everything, all the scripts, all the cutscenes, all the dialogue. Just literally, it would be so hard to do like what would make sense. It really would be like basically like you wake up. If you actually woke up in the Forward Unto Dawn, there wouldn't be a mission. It would be like a cutscene. It would be like, holy shit, like I'm waking up and then, oh shit, I'm being sucked out into this planet. Like, there is no in between, But, like, just like Halo Infinite, they just had to make a fucking ship level before they go on the planet. They're so scared of being original because of how things have, like, already been. Even, I'm just kidding. I say that because, like, Halo 4, they were so original, but it ruined it. I'm just kidding. Alright, but I will say, when it comes to the story, though, like, the story, like start out in space, you have a ship mission, and then you go down into the alien world, whether it's a ring or this Requiem, or it's like the same thing over and over again. Like Halo 1 had that. Luckily in Halo 3 or Halo 2, in Halo 2, let's see, what do you do in Halo 2? Okay, you start off, it's not like that, but you are on, like, a human ship. You're in outer space on a ship. Kind of is like that, because then after that, then you go into other places. I don't know, but at least it's Earth that you go to. So Halo 2 and 3 were different. But, like, ever since then, they, like, besides that, like, Halo 4 is like Halo 1, and Halo Infinite's like Halo 1, and Halo 5 is what... I'm trying to remember that fucking game. I don't know. I just kind of felt like they were like kept the same story beat over and over too much. And now we're getting a campaign evolved game, which is obviously that same thing. Like I don't know. All I'm saying is, God, they really kept repeating that story beat. God, I'm so ADD. What am I doing? Sorry. I'll just like rant about some shit forever without even like any idea of where I'm going with it. Okay, decal sheet. So, Sophie! Hey, Sophie, you got any HD decal sheets for me? Because this one looks like shit. Actually, it's not too bad. Holy yappers. Hey, that's what you gotta do. I don't know, something about streaming, too, kind of makes me feel like I have to talk. It's weird what it does to you. Okay, yeah, I need to get the old the Infinite version of this logo. What if that looks bad? Then no. No, with this, no. I think this looks fun. I just want to get the UNSC logo kind of replaced. Maybe. What do they even use in the Halo 3 one or in the Infinite or whatever? Maybe I have a reference of it. What is it? It's a random drop pod? Why is it opening in this? God damn it. I know everything opens in Photoshop right now. Do I have the Unity logo anywhere? Let's Google it, I guess. Unity logos. You guys think these like, what are these, infinite numbers? Do you think these infinite numbers will look terrible? I just had them, but like I don't know if they would look good or not. I usually don't like them. Most of the time, the 343 numbers I'm like against, but like I don't know. It's like one of those things. Like if almost everyone thinks that like the new numbers look better, I might use them. But I kind of like those classic ones that look like they're almost like not a font. Like they're just so basic that they're like, Oh, those are Halo 5 numbers? I don't know the difference. And all 343 numbers, this looks so like... I don't know. There's too stylized or something. I just used the Reach one. Yeah, probably. I love the Saber design in Infinite, but it was definitely made in that point of development where they're reusing Unity decals from Halo 5. Yeah. At least that's an easy replace. Oh yeah, here's one. Is that like a... I think I just typed that. Those are like screens. I do like some of the UI. Things in Infinite, like I'm not, but at the same time, like I also kind of feel like just like Xbox in general, they had like too much blocky, like and so much basicness to it. You know what I mean? Like so much like just like a flat square with a lot. You know, like it's not bad looking, but I don't know. Like I just feel like if it was Halo, like Bungie's Halo, they would have like a little more sauce with it. I don't know. They only kind of had a good. Or wait, never mind. I don't know. Let me just Google some shit. Unicy. So the thing is, like all the old Unicy logos always have the bird with it, and then if they're not, they're like warped and stuff. Like, is there any versions of the old Unicy logos that are just like just the fucking letters out? I'm so tired of this version. Bruh, there really isn't, is there? It would just be like, I might as well just type it out with like some sort of industry font. I should go real classic and put the fucking UNSC with an American bald eagle, like America, yeah. What if I like Americanize the fuck out of the UNSC? That would be so stupid. Make it look like super patriotic or some shit. That would be funny. Taxim. What is this from? See, that's like the only time it was written out like this. Or like Oni's logo. Well, shit. Well, I don't know, boss. I don't know about this one. We might have to just pull it out and put it in, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what is even. What if I like just did this? What if I was like in Photoshop? Like, what if I just was like UNSC? Like, honestly, like, I think that's better. Just this right here is better. Is it not, or am I tripping? Like, is that just better like that? Like, wonder what font that is. Wait, let me see something real quick. All right, let's see this. Let's see. USB. Unks. Sorry. UNSC. I don't think I'm special. Hold on. I'm gonna try normative pro and see how that looks. That's not bad either. I could try Reach's font. I think it's like Bakshish. Either Bakshrift, like this, or industry. That's more like industry though. Oh, okay now. About this one, I think that's Reach's. I have Reach's in Halo Infinite's font. That's actually what I was going through. I think this is Reach's. I think this one is. Maybe this one. I don't know. Then Halo Infinite uses Industry right here, just obviously thicker. And then they use Normative Pro. I honestly kind of like that. I don't mind that actually. Zoom. Zoom. Yeah, you know, by the way, Trash Raccoon. Sorry. I was thinking about even putting in, I was thinking about putting the saber instead of the fucking, what is it called on Halo 4? I don't know. I forgot what that stupid looking plane. I mean, that plane, I don't know. The Halo 4, it's not bad. It's not terrible, but that whole mission's kind of dumb. Like, I kind of hate it. Like, you're flying through, like none of that. I just feel like you would never fly through, like, a Forerunner. I don't know. Things just move too much. Like, would they really be moving like that? Like, why would they? I don't know. There's just so much shit, like, moving around like that. Like, what is this, Star Wars? Star Wars didn't even do that. They just, like, had some, like, things you could fly through that weren't moving. Honestly, I wouldn't mind that if like, that fly-through area was more like that. They're like, we gotta fly through these things, and then we gotta get to the core of the ship and use the force of our Jedi powers to kill the Didax composer. Like, everything's just like trying to rip off generic sci-fi like plots and ideas. Whoa, why did it go over here? I don't know. Should I even replace this? At least the bird's gone. Mostly. I mean, one of them is. Let me try to find that other bird. I think it's in cinematics. Console render model since maybe not. I think it's like in here, but it's like half in there. Oh, god damn it! God God, that they put that UNSC shit everywhere. I swear, it's even in Halo Infinite. I think, right? You were saying. I'm just gonna keep that for now, just to save my and then I'm just gonna replace the bird. The bird I can get behind replacing. UNSC, but unks. Hell yeah, dude. Actually, I can get behind that idea. I can fucking get behind that, bro. Unks, let's do it. Let's do it, bro. Let's fucking go, brother. Unks. Yeah, dude. Let's fucking go, brother. Oop. Wait, it's like I don't even know how to Photoshop sometimes. Like, I've used Photoshop for like 20 years and I still fucking retarded. Bro, I swear if you don't just copy this, I'm gonna find out where you live. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Unks. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Crop is what? Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just let me say that's copy. This is what it's really about, everyone. It's about accepting your age and just embracing it for what it is. Come on. Man, I swear, I would do more stuff on my computer instead of lag. Did it save it? Oh, no. Come on. There you go. Bro, what is happening? I swear my computer, like, it's dying. It's, like, on its last limb. Hell yeah! Alright, I'm gonna post this in chat now. Let's see, post this in... Let's see... Ah, oh, yeah, I gotta post it in here. This is the best place to post stupid shit. For all the unks out there. Alright, sorry. I'll post it on Twitter too. Why is it just the letter C? Yo, what's up, Saving Private Mike? All right. Hmm. All right. Well, I guess I'm not gonna change that because fuck that shit. But oh yeah, and now I need to extract what I just found. I found another bird. Found another bird. Here we go. Let me make sure there's not another one among that bird. Make sure that's the only one with the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Yeah. Damn, bruh. I can't believe I'm still changing out birds. Cinema Sin Console A Diffuse. So let's open this up in another. Oh, I forgot I already was opening another one. Alright, Arian Jewel Command. Come on. Oh, that's why. Run Tool Command. Environments shared. Textures. Cinematics. M10 opening. Sin console A diffuse. Sin console A diffuse. Run tool. Tool is running. Now we can go extract it. What is this? That's what was used for the screens on the ship. Interesting. Interesting. That kind of reminds me of a classic screen. It's like so basic. They all kind of have this blue outline in Halo 3, didn't they? The only problem is like that kind of looked good back then, but I feel like a modern version of this would be tight, super tight. Bro, I hate how slow this is. Windows Explorer sucks. You suck, Windows Explorer. You suck. Oh, fuck it. Use this one. Windows Explorer, more like Windows. I don't know. Is a whore, yeah. Those are all my like temporary ones. Alright, here we go again. Wow. Oh god, why is that bird like halfway in the fucking screen? God. They just have to make these textures so fun to edit. So fun to edit. Let me make sure. I think I need to raise it a little higher up. So that didn't really start till. To make it a little smaller. Might have to try to fit it within the whatever that is. Okay. What is going on now? What is it doing? Alright, cool. So it's there. But... oh god, dude. There's no way. I mean, I would have to recreate that from scratch. Which, like, a grid is not hard to make with a pattern. And then making a square have an glowing internal inset is easy. But then I would have to have like a vignette above the glow or below the glow that was just top and bottom, and then I could, 50. Like, I can honestly easily make this, but I don't really care that much. Like, the time it's gonna take, it's probably too much. And honestly, I don't even know if I'll see this in the game. Let me see. Like, let's see. Let's just see. I'm gonna replace it and see what happens. Yo 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 yo. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I forgot. I like at a certain point. I was always putting H4V2 behind everything that I edit, and at a certain point, I just stopped. I was just like, okay. I don't even know when or why. Maybe it's just kind of pointless because I'm just doing too much now. Alright, well, let's import these motherfuckers. Then, gonna go. Looks like something's weird. That's fine. Alright, and then let's just launch the beginning up and, like, see how that goes. Let's see if that... so when Cortana's going through the screens, she'll have a little bird in the screen. Like that she kind of pushes over to the side or some shit. So let's see if I actually replace that bird, because that's the one you actually see anyways. At least that's the one I noticed, because there was a full picture of it. And I was like, damn, there's another bird. There's birds everywhere. Bird is the word today. Bird is the word. $54 million. What in the hell? Man, I can't believe 17% of people over. I mean, that's just crazy. I don't know. I could kind of figure that would be the outcome, to be honest, of that poll, based off the comments. But I posted a poll just saying like how much you like each plasma pistol, and it's crazy. People pretty much only chose Halo 2A multiplayer over Halo 4 and Halo 5. In fact, actually, honestly, the Halo 4 one's like the same thing, just uglier, so I shouldn't even put that in there. And then the Halo 5 Infinite style. Oh. Alright, I wish I could just... Wait, I can fast forward. I think I made that a little too red. I don't know. It's like I like the red scanning on the outside of the ship, but it looks weird kind of on the inside now. TBH. If I'm TBH, honestly, yeah. Cortanza. Oh, there it is. There's the bird. It's the good one. So, the bird opens up, and then the ship. You see the new bird. You see the new ship. You still see Unks, unfortunately. UNSC. God, if that fucking UNSC logo wasn't like riddled within the whole game everywhere, like it's even worse than the logo. It's the main logo of the bird. Yeah, you don't even see that screen with the side view of the bird. I don't even know where that's used. It's probably used in a different scene that uses the same bitmap.
Wake up, Chief.
Or maybe they cut it, I don't know.
I need you.
Honestly, I don't even think the screen even works right. There's like so much more layers to it, and it's just transparent. Actually, I remember on the Xbox 360 there was a grid in the background, and on the MCC version you can't see it. So honestly, it's probably all that is the shitty port that they did for this.
Been out for a while.
Like like so much things just don't work, and then I wonder why the whole fucking time, and then I kind of just give up and think I'm just can't figure it out. But then I've come to find out that like half the there's so much shit that just doesn't work. Apparently, it's like little things that you may not notice at least. You need to pull the manual release.
Seems like old times.
Ready to get back.
All right, that was a good update.
I thought you never asked.
And honestly, I think that I don't even need to update the plasma pistol for the alpha, because look how I already refined it for my previous version of the mod when everything was just Halo 2A originally. Okay, so everything was Halo 2A since like before mod tools, and honestly, like I was fine, but now it's like, you know, now I can do anything. So and there's so much other new stuff out there. I don't know, it's a little bright. I don't like how Halo 2A bitmaps. It's like the glow. They have like this. It's like it's supposed to be like a, you know, like how you can have like like it's like thermal scattering or whatever. Like it's like the lights transferring through your skin and then making your skin glow. It's like it has that with the shell of Covenant weapons, which seems cool on like in paper, but like in here it just makes it look like the materials are kind of bad or like not working right. Because it'll just be glowing like sometimes, you know? Shit just be glowing. Everyone thinks this is the best of all the plasma pistols, apparently. You know, I'm definitely going to refine this. Like, why is the pilot light, like, piss green? Like, let's see if I can get, like, a third person. Oh, wait, I can't. I can do this, though. Oh, wait, no. Freaking scripts. Fuck. Never mind. I don't know. Whatever. It's not like it's bad. I just... it looks bad in these lights though, because it's PBR, the old PBR. I don't know, man. I kind of want to put the plasma pistol like secretly, just for like some asshole that finds it. I should make like make it an Easter egg. Give it like a little, give it an animation of like a sad face going.
4 years, 7 months.
Just like crying or something. Dude, you can like make little animated GIF bitmaps. That'd be so funny to put that like over the, you know, the button you press and just like have it like give it a little face like no one loves me. I kind of want to do that. It'd be such a waste of time. Like it's so sad that I want to do shit like that for like stupid stuff, but not for my actual mod. Which, oh man, I might change this shit back.
What's that?
I changed it to red to match the outside, but
Sensor scan, high
maybe I need to change the screens too then. I don't know, man. Like orange, it makes sense if it's the Didact, but it's like it's not the Didact, right? Like, I mean, he's like fucking been in dormant sleep for fucking a millennium. Like, why would he be scanning us? So, like, that's why I'm like, it's the Monitor Planet that's like doing it. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. Actually, I don't want to hear this part, so I'm gonna end this area. I'm just gonna like, I don't know. Let's go to the next spot. See if I can find anything else. At least the coloring makes these pipes and stuff look better. Like this like doesn't look terrible right here, even though that wall looks kind of shit. Wow, this wall looks way worse than I remember. Let's change this up instead. I don't know if I made it too bright in here. Sometimes I make it too bright, but like, it's not like a bad thing. I don't think like lights don't work in real life or something. In video games, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, so there's a bug right here, and I couldn't figure out why it's doing this. Then I found out it does it in retail, and I just decided that like if I can't figure something out, but it still does it in retail, then I'm not worried about it. I'm improving things, not making it perfect. The only way to make it perfect is to gut out the whole entire game, like Halo Reborn. Halo Reborn might be the only perfect mod for Halo 4, unfortunately. I'm just kidding. Bro, why did it just freeze or stop moving? Why is it low? Oh, I think it's loading the next zone because I moved over. Bro, I just realized that there's like, I thought I removed all that energy shit. Whatever. 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 To the next, to the next, to the next. Oh my god. Oh, God. I'm doing no shave. What month is it? No shave May. So that's been going nice. I'm like, you know what? Let's see how scruffy I get over the next month, because I never really do that. I don't grow a full beard though. But I'm curious because it is a little more grown, and I wonder how like thick it could get, because normally it's just not good enough. You know, I don't mind these. I like the way they have like little contouring and they kind of look like paint. Oh. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, it's not too much. Not too. Oh, unks. What you doing, Jakey? All right. Jakey, woo woo.
You flapping those ears?
Dog stream, dog stream, dog, dog stream. What brings you in the stream today, Jacober? You just trying to get some free pets? I can't pet you while I'm streaming, you know that. But you still want them. It's crazy. It's crazy. Dogs expect from their masters. I'm just kidding. anyone watching, do you think, I know you can't really see the planet, so it's a little weird, but do you think I like brightened it up, but did I make it too bright, or should I go back to what it was? Like, I don't want it to look like too pale or anything, but I also did kind of want to increase visibility a little bit, especially on MCC, because it gets darker than this. Like what you see here, it gets like it gets pretty darker. I mean, gamma wise, like your gamma and your brightness is different than what you see here. But I don't know, I might actually knock it down another notch so that it's like in between this and what it was. I don't know. I don't want it to be too pale, but I don't want it to be like too dark and too red. Like, it's already really red, but like I kind of want it to be like slick, look good. It kind of gets to this weird in between where it's like gray and red, and it kind of just looks weird to me. I don't know. I think there's a bird. There's a bird. There's a bird. There's a bird. Why are you up here, bird? Well, let's go find this one now. It's like an inverse version of the other bird. How fun. I'm gonna have to do some photo slopping. Photo slopping. And I think this BSP is already out. So, bam, bam, beacons, bam. Okay. Should be a decal or something right here. FUD logos 1. Open. Material tag. FUD 2 diffuse. Ugh, why is it green? God, see, they even have this thing in here. They have this shit everywhere. Alright, I guess this one's next. And then that should be it for the logos. Export bitmap, DDS. UNSC. FUD 2 diffuse. Yeah, I need to go tinkle my winkle real quick. I'll be right back.
No, 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 no. What you do? Why you licking me? You wanna party? Jake wants to go on a party.
He just wants me to go play with him instead of stream all day like a no-lifer.
I'm so sorry. He's like, yeah, keep going, keep going.
I'm just kidding. Alright. FUD 2, here we go. Let's get it. Bruh. This one's gonna be so cool. I'm just gonna have to like make something up, I think.
What are you doing, Jake? What are you doing, Jakey? Jakey woo woo. What are you doing, Jakey woo woo?
Alright. What should I do? Why is it like inversed like this? This one's not gonna be fun. Paint, activate. Ugh. Copy. Paste. So let's see. It went all the way up to right below this 1202 and then align with that. It was 1204, I mean. It's fine. Alright, so I could probably just like maybe feather this a little bit. Give me like 10 on the feathering. There we go. Same effect. Now what we'll do is get a brush, turn it to gray, copy this color, and then let's see. Legacy brushes with like a grunge or something. There's a lot of I need to get some grunge brushes. Kyle's constant brushes. What are these? I could just blend some random shit together and probably come up with something, to be honest. Yeah, brighter color on this next round. DP, bro. Oh, double penetrate. Flat blunt. Ooh, blunts. I like those. It's not as cool as I thought. It's just like smudging charcoal. Gross. These are just smudge brushes. Where's a real brush? I want a smudge tool. Smudge tool. Are all these just smudge brushes? What even is this? Is this another smudge brush? Dude, they're all smudge brushes. What is it doing? See that? That's a weird brush. There's some weird brushes, air brushes. Kind of works though, yeah. Kind of just put some random shit there and some random shit over here. I don't even know what the fuck. Triangles. Strokely stroke. Damn, it's just another smug logo. Honestly, what I should do is clone. Which one has a clone stamp thing? There it is. Clone stamp. Or what is this pattern stamp? Clone. I shall clone you. It's too big. Bro, honestly, like, I don't even know what this is, but you know what? Kind of just works because it really doesn't matter what the fuck it is. Just some of this siding right here. Ugh, I hate when it like shows the other pieces. Whatever. Whatever. That looks like shit, but you know what? I should just get some better brushes. Being lazy over here. Just some splash brushes. It look like paint or something. It looks like there's like paint splashing on this shit. That could actually work well. To change the color of it. Oh, it's still a clone. Fucking god. Splish splash. Whippity splash. It's too hard to see that. Make it look like someone just drizzled the fizzle on it, you know what I mean? Like a nice little white. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Alright, I'm about done fucking around with this shit. It looks terrible, but you know that'll do. That'll do. Save this motherfucker. I need to replace my contacts. Import bitmaps. Run. Run bitmaps. FUD 2. Why is it blue? Oh god, did I only do that in one channel? Oh no. No, 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 no. That's why it was blue. Hold on. I'm so dumb, bro. Bro, I'm so dumb, bro. Oh. What the fuck? Why is it doing the opposite of what the fucking trying? Am I going crazy? Huh? What is it doing? So half gone. Try to get rid of some of this one. What is it doing, bro? What? I'm so confused. I kind of feel like I should move the bird over, actually. Oh god, let me get stupid feathering. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Cool. That's probably fine. I don't even think what I'm worrying about matters or something. I still want to fuck with it. Is this literally the eraser tool, right? Okay. Look, you're not erasing it. You're doing it. Oh wait, it's because it's okay. I see it now. So I need to paint it. Why is it blurring it like a smudge? Oh, is that what that water thing is? Oh, that's why. Like a dumbass. Maybe that'll help with that. I don't know. Some of those were faded. I don't know if that one needs to be. I'm kind of curious how this looks though. Still, why is it orange? Oh yeah. All that random shit I was doing, I'm like, I know you won't even see it, and of course you don't. But at least the right bird's there. At least it's there. I bet no one will play this mod and even look up to see this beautiful bird, like all this extra like stuff I'm doing. And all this. Why is that so bright? And then like there's like a whole ship up there. Shit. 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 let me try starting this up in tag test. I'll make sure those things aren't bright in tag test because they literally were not bright a second ago. Hopefully that's just because it's in here, or because we were like switching over zone sets. Yeah, bro, I think I might actually make it a notch darker. I'm thinking that's the move. Let's go and adjust that again. Oops. Almost got tricked to go on Twitch. I was like looking at that like DreamHack in Atlanta because that's where I live, and I'm like, they have like all the, I guess, what is it, just like a whole bunch of tournament players for different games or some shit. Like it's like I feel so conflicted about that stuff because like it's like really cool that they're doing so much for gaming and this and that, and maybe even finding like someone, that's interested in similar stuff, there, and like I don't know, like I just think it's good to meet people kind of thing maybe or something like that. But dude, I'm also just like I just can't get with all the. Why is it this low? Oh, it's this checkpoint. I just can't get with like all the tournament and the like sweat players and the fucking pro players or what. Like it's just, I just don't get like, well, like what there's like it's. I'm glad that there's a big like thing around that, but I don't know, man. Like I just feel like I was always into gaming for the nerdy shit, like all the cool stories, the cool universes, the badass shit involved. I think I like is it ironically or unironically? I think like getting super into like just playing a game is more nerdy than actually like getting into like everything else involved with it. I don't know why, because it's really it kind of seems like the opposite. Like I feel like it should be the opposite, right? And I feel like it kind of is, but at the same time, I'm like, you gotta be a pretty big fucking nerd just to sit there and only play the game. Like, you know what I mean? I get bored of playing games really fast, honestly. Like, but at the same time, like somehow I can work on the game nonstop. I mean, I guess just ADHD, but like like I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm glad I'm the way I am, but at the same time, sometimes I kind of wish I was a little more into like same with sports. I cannot follow sports. Like I just don't even think I can. Like I try to, and it's just so hard. Oh, what was that even? Yeah, wrong checkpoint. I don't even know why I'm loading the checkpoint and light mapping it now anyways. Alright, so we got the less saturated coveys, nuke explosion's been added, Halo 2A plasma pistol is in, balanced beacon lighting, that's basically what I'm doing now, that's done, and now I can check off the last box, replace UNSC bird. Fucking right. And what other shit? I'm gonna go on that video that I posted and see if there's like anything else that resonates with me or that's just like getting a lot of attention. Like the first video I put an ad on, and I'm actually glad it got some good views for once. God, you know, I used to get so much fucking views on my channel, and just like not being consistent just destroys your like potential to like grow. Bro, what I thought they were stopping the co-pilot shit. Trying to force it on me, like fucking make like forcing shit on you is not the way to make someone like something. I'm sorry. Fixed. That at 195 upvotes. I just pinned this because it was the winning upvote. So like some people love the red color scheme in the missile deck section. Adds some much needed variety to the level. And I agree, it does. Maybe I don't know, maybe I still want to make this area look better. Maybe I need to make Requiem look a little better before, because honestly I kind of gave up on it. It's just there's something really annoying about those models and getting them to animate and to be aligned right. Like it's like they move when they animate, and then like I don't know, just it's annoying. Like I don't think anyone's noticed the old way because it was just really simple. The old model, I mean. Try to upvote, like, or read every comment and give it an upvote. Unless it's just like, fuck you. Like some of these people, dude, will comment like, why the fuck would you do this, you fucking piece of shit? Here's a slur, too. And I'm just like, why does anything I do, period, affect you? The new art style's great, especially Chief's armor. Covington's that's dude. What I thought was crazy. Someone said the Covey's could be more shiny. I'm like, what? Like, that's like the opposite of what other people are saying. Holy color and contrast. Some gray. I'm a huge fan of the armor. Getting rid of the helmet on the screen. Cause just a niche Halo 4. I don't mind the fucking on the over the screen overlay. Average Halo modding comment section, yeah. I'm trying to see if there's like anything else. Mythic, if there's anything that you think I should change before I update the alpha that you notice, is there anything? Because basically what I changed is I desaturated my coveys, I added a nuke explosion to the, you know, that people were complaining about, like not having any explosion really there, you know, because in retail it just like had nothing. So I added a nuke explosion, plasma pistol. Dude, I fucking hate it, but like I fucking swapped out my Halo 5 plasma pistol for the Halo 2A one, and I'm like, but I'm gonna, dude, we got 2 months until Campaign Evolved that comes out. That means we got 2 months, so we got a whole bunch of new assets, okay? So like I'm gonna add that plasma pistol in anyways, fuck it, right? And then replace beacon lighting. So right now I'm actually light mapping as we speak right now. So I'm making this notch darker. It was really red before, and then I just kind of made it lighter, and then now I don't know, like it gets a little too light and it looks a little too gray pink. So I'm gonna go in between what I had and this, and it should start changing the map over in a second. And then I replaced some birds so it looks like classic. I honestly like the Halo 5 plasma. I'm basically using it for my Halo 4 stuff. Yeah, like I actually do like it. Like I mean, specifically like in Halo Infinite, kind of made me realize that, because like it was one of the things they didn't change, but like I genuinely didn't care. Oh, oh god, it's light mapping. Don't look at all the ugly stuff. It's light mapping. All right. But yeah, like. I don't know. I guess like I am kind of doing the classics thing for this, but at the same time, like the people just don't realize, like when you try to make everything a certain fidelity, like you really don't want to use stuff from 15 years ago, you know. And like I don't know, like that's why I'm so glad. Like I'm like more glad about Campaign Evolved coming out for like the models and shit. Is that sad? It's so sad, right? It's like the same reason why I'm like, well, at least Halo Infinite had all these models, even though I don't play it because it's fucking like stale as a cracker. AI erase. Oh, I don't know what I was just trying to type. Hell, I can't like see anything. I want to snag the plasma rifle and magnum from the camp. Yeah. I don't know if I'll do the plasma rifle, but I might. You know, that thing's growing on me. I think the angle they had it on is like, it was what it made it look weird, because I kept looking at it and I was like, actually, it's not a bad one. You know, it's really like the Halo 3 and 2 one more anyways. But at the same time, like, I really like how the one I made looks. You know, it sucks when you put so much work into something, and then there's, like, something that kind of would be a better option. Oh, yeah, okay, so I made this little... Okay, I need to update this. I actually I completely forgot that I need to update this. I need to grab a picture and a new picture. But, I decided to... Because it was kind of confusing, like, that you're in a boss battle, like, you didn't really know. So I basically paused this section and spawned... or it basically drags this over to this marker, and it just puts this over the screen, which I need to make this look better. And then it just tells you, like, special abilities, Biojammer Overshield, you got, and then it said flying, and basically, like, I made it so needlers and tracking items can't track him. I just wanted to do that, because,
Great. The blast door's jammed. The missile won't fire until it's cleared.
I wanted to do that, though, because it was so easy to kill him with tracking shit, you know. I want to, yeah, but,
Down there.
yeah. See how it just doesn't track him anymore? Like, it'll still hit him, but not like that. I just want to make him less retarded, though. Like, he's so, like, dumb. And it's lagging in tag tests, but it usually does, to be honest. He's pretty easy to kill, though, like, on easy mode. But like, on hard and heroic, he's constantly firing at you, and you're constantly moving around, so then he kind of chases you more. So, like, it's not so bad on heroic and normal. I mean, heroic and legendary. But, I don't know. Alright, so here's my nuke explosion. I'm kind of still working on it, but I don't know. Half the shit I do keeps making it look worse. And again, don't mind the light maps making everything look like shit right now. Everything looks like complete doo-doo because of the light maps. Oh, I also added a thruster right there. Did you notice that? Like, there was never a thruster. Like, it never went... Like, there was even a sound effect for it, and it never did it. And then here it goes. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about this. It's really big, but I want it to look like a nuke. Why does it get... I need to turn off that light. There's like a light or something that, like, attached to it that lights it up. Right there, which makes it look kind of fucking crazy at the end. I need to fix that light. And then I changed that to red, but now it's almost too red. It's like before, like, I don't like the idea that it's supposed to be Didact scanning you, since the way I look at it, it's like, Didact's in a fucking cryptum, like, asleep for, like, 100,000 years. Like, he starts scanning you outside. Like, why would he scan you again later? You remember? Like, and, like, be confused by you if he was scanning you. So what I'm saying is that the planet's essentially the monitor. Like, you don't get a monitor in this game, right? So, like, the planet is, like, either the monitor or, like, the extension of wherever the monitor is, and that's just the monitor doing its thing. That's just my, like, my head lore, or whatever you want to head canon. How do you go about disabling tracking for certain enemy types? So I made this, this is an Elite Ranger biped, which, Byzant 10, whatever his name is, Byzantine dude, he, like, helped me because I just like I was asking him about it because he did one before, but he kind of just said what I needed to get the Ranger to work from Halo Reach, and I basically just used the Halo Reach Ranger and made it a separate model, and then under the model tag, the targeting options. There's like targets so you can lock onto them and shit. You basically just nullify that to 0, so it's like the lock on I think is 20 by default or something for bipeds. So you can, I think I just put that to 0 or change it to vehicles. No, I think I just put it to 0. So all it does is it makes like that character or biped or but specifically that specifically that model. Like if I did another model, it would have to be like a different character if it didn't want to have that. You know what I mean? So I just did it that way. It's not like the best way, but it's a nice way to like pretend it has some sort of special equipment when he doesn't. And again, I just did that because I just realized like after playing it a few times, I was like constantly just even on legendary, I was like insta killing him with the needler, and then the needler also causes his health and shields to not like deplete because it like instantly kills him. So like it just leaves a health bar floating around, you know. So like you could still, unfortunately, you could still super combine him because he's so dumb and floats there, and you can just like shoot him while he's still. But like at least on legendary and heroic, it would be like a little more normal of an experience. You know what I mean? It's just on easy and normal. I might like buff up his health a lot for that. I don't know. I'm gonna do something, I think, because like he's still kind of like such a dumb thing to like go again. Like there are several moments where I have a lot of fun battling him, but then there's other moments where I'm like, God, this dude's useless. like like holy fuck, it's like the AI for flying in this game is non-existent. It seems like, or I'm just like, I don't know. I tried. I'm also in the works of giving it like a patrol so that like at least he starts moving before he like engages in me. But the thing is like even when he engages in me, I feel like he's just gonna like engage and then still float there in one spot like a dumbass. Appropriate size for the missile. Yeah, that's what I think too. Like, and it's like a futuristic missile. Like, if something that was that big in 2554 or 6 or whatever 7, I don't know what year this is. You know, it's like fired off a ship and like blows up, and it's supposed to be a nuke anyways. Like, I think it'll work. I think it's fine. And then it kind of makes sense because you can see the whole thing shift, and then there's a whole bunch of fire, and then the fire kind of turns into the Covenant flames. Instead of this, like, you know, it kind of goes from red to purple and blue. That way it looks covey. You know, like the ship is also exploding simultaneously because of all their reactors and, you know, all their, whatever their splooge juice is called, you know, the plasma. Since everything in Covey is powered by plasma, right? I'm just kidding. That's what it seems like. Oh god, you definitely could use that for the bosses I made. Yeah, I mean, I just think like I'm trying to like it's hard. It's weird like making something because you like know everything you're doing, but like if you're like trying to think like from someone else's like shoes, like if someone was just hopping in this and playing, I'm like, what would they like think, or how would they, go by this or go about this. But like at the same time, like, so I'm trying to kind of give a little guardrails for people that don't know what the hell's going on. But I'll, since I can't put, like, I would just make a dope ass intro cutscene of him flying in and being like badass, and then Cortana being like, Chief, and it looks like he has a biojammer shield. That means he has more shields, and you cannot track on. And like, but I can't do that because I'm not going to use an AI to make her voice. I feel like she already clearly hates that as a person, as the voice actor or actress. She hates that, apparently. Obviously, I mean, I don't. Why wouldn't she? It's job security, but I also can't afford for her to pitch all these lines for me for my mod. And I also don't, like, I honestly feel like that's just a little, like, it's a mod, like, unless I'm making a ton of money on the mod, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on it, you know what I mean? I'm trying to just do what I fucking can, but yeah, now I'm light mapping, done with this, trying to think what else I need to do before I don't know if I'll cut the stream short, that way I can maybe, like, work on what's next, which I'm gonna make a video for this over the next week, and I'm release probably this over the weekend, I think. But I need to finalize my video idea, which I'm kind of just gonna do it starting out like me talking again, with my character, or with Chief, or whatever, and then I'm gonna explain what the mod is and what its expectations are, because every time I make a video, I forget, like, most people haven't seen it or they don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna do that and just kind of show. Talk, just give a little speech, and then I wanted to make it like a montage video of gameplay on it with, like, those crazy COD edits where they're just like fucking gnarly ass editing, like, not in a bad way. Like, there's some that are like genuinely like, damn, that's fucking cool looking. I just feel like that would make it be like a fun way to like show off the mod, but then I'm like, I don't know, like I like made like I was trying to find music and then I couldn't, and then I like straight up made some AI music because it's fucking easy. Obviously, I'm not a musician, and like, but I'm like, nah, I don't know. It actually sounds really cool or funny. Honestly, funny. It just sounds like kind of silly as fuck, but funny. But I'm like, I don't know. People are gonna fucking hate that. They're gonna be like, whoa, this is AI. Oh, now I can't even play the mod. Even though the song, I like wrote a little song, like a rap song about the mod as a like kind of dissing Halo 4's art style, But and I actually think it's hilarious. But I don't know how people are gonna react to it. Like, I think people will hate it. Should I play it? It's so funny, dude. But like, I'm not like, it's like, that's the thing. People are gonna like, I'm by no means am I a fucking rapper or a fucking artist when it comes to music. I'm a digital artist for like like visual art, Like music, I try to do music. I think it's fun to create music because it's like, because I know what I like and I can make cool stuff, But dude, I don't know, like, the shit that I come up with is so fucking like ridiculous, or it's too much or something. Also, like, I try to make some see if that shit can make like Halo music, just for like ambient background noises that are like aren't the same things we hear every day, but it just sounds so like that generic like humming music, and I'm like, I don't know, man. People are just gonna be like, what the fuck is that? I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, if anyone has some like really good recommendations for some songs to use for a music video, let me know, or like a montage. That's copyright free, obviously. And then there's like one that's not copyright free that I can use, but it's like, because it's on the Halo 4 soundtrack, that sounds kind of good for it though. But then again, like, Sony gets all the money from the video, and honestly, like, even if I don't monetize it, I think they still would get all the money from the video because they hold that copyright, and it's so annoying. It's annoying when you're like, especially because there's so much videos and stuff I don't monetize, because I just feel like it's not worth dealing with the monetization. But then they would still add ads to your video because they're like, someone claimed the song, and I'm like, dude, like, that's not your song, but I'm not gonna fight it. but now I have ads on a video for no reason. You know, I'm pretty sure that happens at least. I don't know. Pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I could just optimize shit. I was gonna update Training Grounds for this part of the mod, by the way. Anyone that's listening or watching still. But I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. I have to remove like 300 megabytes from the level now because how much I had to like add, how much I've added to the mod since then. So like, I could probably go and optimize some shit, but there's like a whole bunch of stuff that I like straight up like had to bring in uncompressed just because it kept having issues. I guess I could just optimize shit a ton more. Just find the best way to make stuff look good without being like a huge hit to the memory. Like there are some override settings that work good, but I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna get off this BSP because someone's gonna come in here and be like, what the fuck? It's gonna be like, what are you doing to your level, bro? Let me check this last one before I make sure I got everything. Ugh, hey, at least I'm getting better at like handling scripts, and like I never even wanted to because it's a waste of time. I'm never gonna focus enough to like really get good at that. But I mean, at least I can go through them and edit them and alter them, and add stuff to them now without like feeling super like overwhelmed and shit. Like it's like a lot easier to like navigate through than I realized. Maybe this is what he was saying. There's no textures on. Like there are textures. They're just. It's just. There's like, fucking this. There's some stuff like this in the game where it literally has no like diffuse. You know what I mean? Like there's just like that's just like how the game had it set up. I'm like I could probably make some texture quality or some like grime maps for all this stuff that has like nothing there. Maybe I should do that. Make like a grime map that's like a generic grime map I can add to my PBR stuff that just adds like a little bit of like kind of like how this is, where it's like it's just a little rough and has some kind of like, you know, like there's stuff going on there, right? You can kind of see like that could be a real floor panel more so than like if you just look at this. But what I think this is supposed to look like plastic, where it's just like where it moves, or not plastic, but something like similar to that, where it's just really clean looking. I don't know. Like that's literally how it was but just a little worse looking in Halo 4. That, but less. You know, there's a lot of stuff in Halo 4 that literally had no textures, and like, there's a lot of things that people complain about with Halo 4, but there's so much things that like I'm surprised people never saw and complained about, because like it's really bad like how much spots there's just no textures in this map that I had to replace. I don't know, there's like some things that like that I'm like I don't know what the fuck this is, but it kind of looks cool, honestly. Gives me frigate vibes. Like, I don't know, this doesn't look terrible. Like, I get, like, some of this stuff is pretty, like, fucking basic looking, though. I'm not seeing any more things that I miss. I guess I'm about to, after it bakes this next map, I'm probably gonna bake it or build it and test it out, and then I don't know. I think the boss fight's like the only thing I could really fucking update more. Why is there a door here? I just realized that. Fun. Why is there even a? I don't know. But I don't know. Like when I like stand in this hall, I feel like everything looks really nice. But then again, I get how it can look a little too nice. Like everything's too reflective. But I just think that's like, I don't know. I just like how that looks. It's like a fucking art style choice, to be honest. No one even mentioned the drop pod. It kind of made me sad. And then like this shit, this fucking cutscene happens so fast that you can't even see that there's drop pods down there. Like you literally cannot tell that there's these fucking drop pods when the cutscene happens. It makes me sad. I actually might re-import that because I think Crisp's new update on animations might allow me to import this area better now, because I had to like cut out half the fucking area right over here just because it wouldn't like import it right. Even after without zero, even like with no edits, like it just wouldn't work. And I think it's just because it was a very, very complex object. Like this thing rips into 1,000 pieces and animates. And I'm still kind of like a little torn about the gate kind of right here. Like maybe I should change the color or the lighting on it or whatever the fuck. Honestly, like I wonder if I can just put a light, get a light working so that it just makes it glow naturally instead of bitmaps. I mean the textures. Right now I use textures to light this gate up and it looks so bad. It's like glowing blue too. Ugh. It just also looks weird if it's not glowing a little red because it's like, yeah, there's like all this red shit. Like it would obviously, you know, it would obviously light it up a bit. Maybe I can add a light. It would have to be a huge light though, I think. Oh man. I could try to fix this thing up more. Also, I need to fix the illumination on those. I think that'll help it look better. The maw. Maw door? Maw. Which one is it? I think it's the maw. Oh, wait, there's another one. So many new ones, new versions. No lights. It's kind of trippy. Okay, so like these lights are cool and all, but the actual fucking illumination map, God, it just looks so fucking blurry, bro. Was it always like that? Maybe I can blow it out with like being blue. Honestly, like, I think I'm just gonna remove those fucking lights, cause until I can get like a better illumination map. Oh, is it already done light mapping? That was fast. I'm just gonna keep that off for now, honestly. I think until I can find a better illumination map, like, it honestly looks better without them. And I still never got the fire to freaking work out here. See how there's fire? It just won't load in the game, man. I don't know why. I haven't like tried too hard to figure out why, but to be honest, like I just hate how some things are just such a fucking pain to get to work right. And I still can't believe some people hate this AR. Like you're saying like you basically hate Halo 3 when you say you hate that AR, even though it's a new model. I'm just kidding. Oh no! Alright, let's play this real quick and then play it on Legendary. Actually, it's not really fun. It's not really fun with the on Legendary in tag test because I have it on my slow ass hard drive and it lags so bad. I'm just like broke as hell and can't afford like a good hard drive. It fucking sucks. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. That's funny. That Shigeru dude's like making Forerunner City into his campaign. Like, at least someone's using that shit. I'm just kidding. Bro, this just loads forever.
controls.
Play it on.
Somebody watch my back.
Keep pressing the wrong buttons. I don't like how one of these blasts doesn't break their shield. I feel like that's kind of silly. What's the point?
There's the launch station. Launch initiated. Hey, the blast door's jammed. The missile won't fire until it's cleared. Get down there.
We make this part legendary. Where is it again? Mission. God, I'm so blind. Here it is. So I wonder if that actually works. Like, are they legendary now? Oh god, they're definitely legendary. Holy shit. Then I should just do this and I should just build the level because holy fuck. Like waiting for this to load every time is not worth the legendary. Good god, he's like I said, oh. I can just build it, play it. All right. I'm not really sure if there's much more I need to stream for. I mean, I just don't really know what else I can do in the stream. I think if I like could maybe have like another day of messing around with the boss. Probably do that tomorrow when I have like a full day to focus on it, kind of thing. I'm scared to like edit stuff like the nuke explosion, which honestly looks pretty good. I mean, for what it is. Like, it looks alright, right? This one might be. I don't know if this is the current one, is it? It might be. I think it might be the current one. It goes. The only thing I don't like is that, like, these clouds start out so, like, outward already. Kind of wish they, like, went, like, outwards and then expanded. But, like, I don't know, man. I'm not, like, a fucking visual effects expert at this moment. And honestly, these are like I like try to reference things that do stuff, and I don't know. I've only gotten this far, which I still kind of like it, you know. You know what? I kind of want to get rid of that fucking flare. Like, how big does the flare even ever get? I mean, in outer space, it'd be kind of darker, but not that dark. Not like you're blinded. I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna put that on there too. Save, update. So I'm just gonna do that right now. Flare. Maybe I can find that sheet. That flare is like the one thing that's kind of like ridiculous looking right here. And then I removed these all these weird lights. I honestly think they take away from the scene more, and their illumination's like so low resolution that it's glowing outside the intended range. And honestly, they're not really even placed like they're placed in the right spots, but they're just also kind of random. Like look how this one's right here and that one's right there, but all of this ones are pretty symmetrical. I don't know. It's just weird. And then now that I got all these other lights, they look a little. Yeah, they probably look fine. Like I kind of like how it gets to here. There's like I wish there. I want to add some sort of like. I don't know if I need to add transparency or like some sort of feathering to the end of these somehow. You know what I mean? Like they just look so like solid and. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe if I just made them really bright. I like how those ones look in there. Like I like how these really bright ones get bright in here. I'm like I like these red dark clouds, like right here. And I like all these explosions and the fire that's like coming off of it as it like flails away. But there's that light as well. There's a light on it. Fix the light. Let me write that down. So I keep forgetting at that point. Alright, so I'm updating the flare and the cruiser explosion light before I ship this thing. I'll remove those. I might take another stab at this door. Like I couldn't get any light to hit it, so I just manually made it red. I just feel like it's obvious. So these look good. These turned out pretty well. Don't need this anymore. Alright, well, unless there's anything else anyone can think of, I should tackle or fuck around with before I end this stream. I might just be ending this stream now. Honestly, it's still kind of early. I feel bad ending it, but not bad, but I just feel like I could go even further beyond. I'm just kidding. Let me see if I could just find that cruiser missile flare. Can't be that hard to find, even though sometimes that shit is really annoying to find. I don't need any of these. And I feel like I didn't even pay attention to the lighting of the level, but I thought it looked pretty good actually. Meemaw, mine Meemaw. Alright. We got the flare. Let's think. This is gonna be in solo crash effects lens flare. Oh yeah, let's change the screen. Maybe I should find the actual beacon one. Archer missile. That's which one is it? Oh my god. I could probably find that shit in the scripts. See, that's why I'm glad I'm able to look through scripts easier now, because if I can't find the actual lens flare like anywhere, then it's usually like in the scripts it'll be like attach this lens flare to this marker, and then so I'll be able to go in the markers for them and see like which marker it uses at least, and then to find the proper lens flare, if sometimes they're just like obvious, but sometimes they're like not at all. And sometimes it'll like be named exactly what it is, and it's like okay. Beacon break. So that's that one that gets hit by the phantom. Yeah. Oh wait, what? I feel like I should just. Oh, it's not using those, right? Archer missile, is that the same one? I'm gonna put that one I just imported in there and see if it makes it look cool. Might actually be the wrong one and honestly make it messed up. Yeah, let me do this one more time.
initiated! Great! The blast door's jammed! The missile won't fire until it's cleared! Get down there!
At least he fucks you up, though. Oh yeah, I need to write that thing down. So... So update boss screen, kind of refine the Didact scan effects and update the flares, and cruiser explosion light fix. Cool. There's not too much shit left to do, but I think I'm about done though with refinements for now. Everything's just gonna take so damn long. God, I hate how these monitors look in the green ground. Maybe I can update that too. Let's update that. Update bitmaps around the monitor. Alright, so I'm gonna update those. Like, I tried to get all those compressed textures, you know, that look the worst and fix them up so they're not like that. And these are like the only two I missed, which is like the one on this, and then the ones around here. And there's probably some more that you don't notice as much, maybe, you know. But I think if I just erase the green from those, at least those, it'll be fine. Oh, and then I wanted to see the arch missile.
Rick, the blast door's jammed. Your missile won't fire until it's cleared. Get down there.
Honestly, I'm gonna erase the AI right now. I'm not really trying to kill these AIs right now. Hello? There we go. I don't see any decals on the Archer missile. I don't know. Maybe that was just the old ones. I don't know.
You did it. Get back.
I mean, it is in space-ish. Like, it's around a planet, it has a thin atmosphere, it seems like, but at least based off all the weird shit around it. But I mean, maybe that's a good excuse for the fire being a little bit chaotic or whatever the fuck. I don't know. You know, I'll try to refine that, fix the debris, and see if I can like make it a little bit transparent or something, or feathered around the edges or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Chief?
How uncentered it just randomly gets. It's like, ugh.
So, now can we worry about the giant metal planet? He's using a
closest escape pods.
Aft vehicle bay. I'm tagging the closest airlock. Go!
That works, I guess. Alright. Cool. I guess I'm going to end the stream for now. And then, yeah, tomorrow I'm just going to do a few more kind of final refinements. I'm going to build one real quick and just see if there's anything else. All right. And that should be good for now. And then I'll just test that today in like an hour when it's done, and then see if there's like anything else. I've already addressed all the main issues and other stuff that I still personally wanted to do. There's just like a few things that I can polish up and remove or adjust. Basically just gonna finish like polishing up the boss related stuff, and a couple green compression maps I have, and then the Didact scanning, like it's what it's called in the files, but I don't think it's the Didact. Like, why is, all the scanning the planet does to you? Like, I'm just gonna maybe, I don't know, I might just try to make it look better somehow. And then some of the flares, lens flares in the level are still crazy. And then, yeah, just want to fix the light on the cruiser that randomly pops up on it while it's blowing up, which is weird because, like, I don't know why that's happening anyways. It's happened so far after the main explosion, and I think that main explosion's the only one that's supposed to have that type of light, but I guess not. Anyways, thanks for whoever has joined in today and watched. I appreciate that. Thanks for people talking to me and making me feel like I'm not alone and crazy, rambling to myself. But yeah, and then anyone that's given me support as well, and my couple members that I got. So appreciate y'all, and anyone that watches this later on their free time, thank you for the views and stuff. And I'll get all this stuff should be done and released this weekend. Not today or tomorrow, but this upcoming weekend. I'm gonna make a trailer over the week, and I'm gonna probably finish refining the mod in the next day or two, and then after that, I'm gonna work on the trailer for like a few days. I'm gonna try to make a decent one. I kind of struggle with making videos like kind of good, I kind of just get lazy with them, and then also doing Adobe Premiere after, like I gave up on Sony Vegas because they just kind of like stopped updating it and kind of became shitty. It has a lot of bugs and issues now, and then so the past few years I've been trying to get used to Adobe Premiere, and I'm finally there. I think it's like it took a long time just to get basic features down. Like, I wasn't really trying to, though. I was just kind of like, fuck this shit. They made it so hard to navigate, and everything's confusing. Every time you open one little thing that you want to edit, it opens up like its own new thing, and then it makes, like if you want to edit like a layer, then there's like 3 layers to like one layer kind of thing. Like, it's just way too complex and overcomplicated for no reason, and then the way it's organized is terrible. And then on top of it, like, all the real editing gets done in After Effects anyway, so it's like, at least if you're like doing shit that's like, more than just like transitions and zooming in and panning around and all that crap. and some other basic effects. But all right, thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, motherfuckers.